This is the place where sports beans collide. Dead in sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Beans. Joining me on the show, we got Sean J.
What's the word, man? What's happening?
Nikki Duce.
What's happening?
FIFO 24/7.
What it do, man?
And you talking about they cancel opening day. And man, appreciate all of you guys, man, showing up, man. The numbers, man, you guys are loving this 365, man. The numbers were crazy. From January to February. That's actually really, really, really dope, man. And I'm already thinking about how to just continue to ramp it up and make it even better for you guys. Also this month, because this is March 1st. Mardi Gras, we were talking before that Mardi Gras kicked off today.
Yep.
Yeah, so
where's Zion at? You think he's somewhere on Fat Tuesday?
Probably trying to take down that float.
Hey, I heard he was pissed about it.
He is the float.
Yeah.
Y'all get out my boy, man. I'm sorry, Zion.
Who you sorry?
I'm about to say that's what's his name? Griffin?
Yeah,
He
David
pissed.
Griffin. But yeah, but this month I definitely want to try to do the members only
Call-in
show.
Yeah,
call-in show. I actually want to bring some of you guys, one of you guys on, moving forward. I think there's a way we could do it. I got to talk to Kevin via Discord. So, but once I get that worked out, one way or the other, we're going to do it this month. I'm tired of talking about it. We're going to roll it out. We're going to see how it go. And then we'll work out the details as we move forward. But yeah, man, we here, because y'all, and we like talking sports. Probably the best Black live show on YouTube talking about sports, man.
It's the best we the best late night sports show.
Man.
Period.
We are, man. So make sure you guys tell everybody. All right. So anyway, let's get into it, man.
Obviously this is gonna probably be more basketball than anything as far as this episode, but I want to start with just one NFL topic. I feel like it's the only thing that's really been talked about lately, and that's dealing with Kyler Murray. And
what's going on with Kyler now?
You ain't see that statement that his agents or his team posted?
Nah.
Yeah, to the Cardinals. Yeah. Basically, they was basically asking for a lot of money for this extension. They were saying like Kyler's been like he's been evolving with the team every year, has gotten better, and now they feel like, all right, we're ready for that check when this extension talks come up. Which is weird because of all the shit that Kyler's been doing up until this point. It don't really make sense that he is now talking for an extension when he deleted all the Cardinal shit from all his social media.
Yeah.
So my question, y'all, is like, which side looks crazier? Is it the Cardinals front office or is it Kyler Murray's team?
Kyler look crazy as hell. How the hell are you gonna get pissed at the team, storm out, and then come back and be like, baby, I'm sorry. Can I get more money? That's basically what he did.
Yeah.
Like, you deleted everything, basically burnt all your girls' pictures and shit like that, tossed all that shit to the side like she don't mean anything. Then now you want to go ask for money. He looks crazy, man. How are you going to do all that shit? That shit makes absolutely no sense. Like, if he didn't do that, he probably would have had a good ground to stand on in terms of asking for more money, because I think it's been validated. His play has validated that at least half of his play, half of the season. Yeah. But nah, man, he looks wild, if you ask me.
What you showing?
Yeah, man, it saddens me because my two favorite players are both having the same problems. Ben Simmons was one of my favorite players, of course. We see what he's doing there. And this is quite similar. You know what I'm saying? You struggling and then you're gonna come out and blame the team. I'm not really with that. And then I looked at it like, okay, maybe this is a ploy, because I'm wondering how much of this was discussed behind the scenes. Because this is an internal matter. I don't need you putting that out there to the fans, because that's what he did. The letter is basically saying, I want to be y'all's quarterback, but they got to make a commitment to me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me look at this letter.
So he kind of put the team on Front Street. And I don't know if it was a power move, because he said, I want to be here long term, but I want them to make the commitment. It's up to them.
Which is weird.
It's up to him.
Well, hold on. I don't know if you got your thoughts on it, but it's just weird that he's doing this when, after everything they've already done I would think like when a team drafts a quarterback in the first round the previous year before you're drafted, not only do they kick that motherfucker to the curb, but they draft you number 1 overall.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, we want you, and we did all these. They made a lot of pretty good GM moves to get Hopkins, AJ Green, to get John Connor. Like they all had good seasons, and or at least a season. And I'm thinking like, where is this coming from? I don't know. People, you got any insight on that?
Nah, I don't know where it's coming from, where it's stemming from. Mainly because I agree with Ken, where Kyler looks crazy as hell. Kyler looks very emotional right now. Where maybe something was said, something was done. I feel the type of way. F all y'all. I'm delete all this stuff. And then now it's like, where do you go? Because you really don't have leverage. You're coming off of a rookie deal in the NFL, number 1 overall draft pick. You know what I'm saying? And I think what's fair, right, from a team standpoint, is you start off hot, then you're mediocre at best, right? Every season, all 3 seasons. Now you are getting better, but is it sustainable, right? Think about this. Since he's been drafted, the LA Rams have won a championship, and they've never won the division. They haven't won a playoff game.
Shit, the 49ers went to a Super Bowl.
49ers went to a Super Bowl in the time since he's been drafted. So if you want this type of extension, if you see yourself as one of those guys in the NFL, you got to start winning, because everybody wins in the regular season, and you haven't even given us a division.
The only thing that he really has to stand on is the fact that they have improved every year. Every year since he's been a starting quarterback, their record.
That's okay.
They went from 3 wins to 11.
Joe Burrow went to the damn Super Bowl with no O-line.
And I'm with you on that, but that's just, it's just 2 different places. I'd be like, that's Joe. I'm me. I'm better than what you had here. You ain't got a Joe.
That's the leverage I see.
Yeah.
I don't see you when you compare yourselves to others. That's where Kyler Murray looks small, no pun intended. But when you compare yourself to what else you got in that cupboard?
Yeah.
Like if it ain't me, then who? You can't call Josh Rosen. You already sitting that motherfucker out packing. Like who else you got that's gonna carry this franchise? And like, oh yeah, you made all these moves for a reason. So it's not like you're gonna let all these motherfucking contracts go up and just rebuild again.
Hey, but just like you started this thing off and you said that we drafted somebody and then we drafted you, go draft somebody else.
It's not that simple.
I'm not saying it's that. I'm not saying it's that simple, and I'm not saying that you're going to be able to replace what Kyler Murray gives you, because 100% he's brought them from the act. Like think about the last good quarterback that Jake the Snake Plummer, was that the last good quarterback that they had there?
Kurt Warner.
Okay, but Kurt was
that was over 10. That was over 10 years ago though.
It was already 10 years ago, and Kurt was obviously at the end of his run, and he got them to Super Bowl too. So I'm the one to disrespect Kurt Warner. But okay, before Kurt Warner, was it Jake the Snake? So we're talking about gaps. It is what it is. We've been there before, Peace. We drafted you after we drafted a quarterback.
And that's drafting high too.
And it's drafting high.
Yeah.
So to me, the thing is, look, I think both sides have leverage. And I think that if the team doesn't want to give them all of the money, I think they're justified. And I think that if Kyler wants all of the money, to a degree, he's justified because he brought him to relevancy. But we shall see how this plays out, because I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why.
I don't understand the friction.
I don't understand the friction.
Yeah. It's early though. That's the biggest thing I saw when looking at it. Like those other guys did the same thing. They got their money. Dak got his money. Who else got their money? A couple of those quarterbacks got paid. Josh Allen got paid. Those guys got paid around the same time. But it's early in the off season. It's too early to be trying to deal with that now. This is like a June, July type situation that they should be looking at stuff like this. But
going into this before, I guess, before that playoff game or during that playoff game, granted they lost badly, I never questioned like, oh, the Cardinals are still committed to Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? Like I never questioned that their relationship was bad until after that playoff game. I'm like, wait, they thought he was immature. They thought he's not a leader. Then you hear all this other shit. But I'm like, when you are losing, which is a weird thing because they're not really losing because they lost in the playoffs. So you have to win enough games to get there. But when you are losing, you hear a lot of shit.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, that's why I was asking who looks crazy, the front office or them, because it's like, yeah, the front office can say what FIFO said. We can just draft somebody else. But it's like, at what point is that just being petty and not being smart?
Well, the front office, they were also defending themselves from Kyler when he deleted all this stuff out, and then he started putting stuff out himself. So, well, he deleted all this stuff, and then they started putting stuff out to basically get ahead of whatever shit he was going to pull. And obviously we're here. You know, if I was them, if I was the owner of the team, first thing I'll tell the agent to do, you need to take off them goddamn caps only. You know, he wrote that shit in all caps.
All caps on some Kanye shit?
Bro, the whole motherfucking letter is in all caps. I need you to send me a letter without all caps. That's the first thing. Hey, man, don't do that shit. That shit's tough to read. I feel like you yelling at me. So, but yeah, now people are saying it's the agent, and somebody gave this to Adam Schefter. And the letter read weird, like, we want you to pay us. We're also going to give you some financial leeway to sign other players and stuff like that. But then somebody in the chat said he won $43 million.
That's around.
Isn't that what Dak getting paid?
Dak getting paid.
That's what he want.
Dak was struggling to get 40, which is like now the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so that's about right.
So like 43 is
that's the right.
Most people would say that Kyler's better than Dak. I don't know. I don't know what y'all would say.
They're on par.
Either way, whoever set the bar goes higher.
Yeah, so that's the market rate. You know what? Honestly,
that's why Rodgers asking for 50, or the rumors that he's asking for 50.
So honestly, I think that while this whole shit looks crazy and is a goddamn mess, that's actually not that bad of a price.
It's not that bad of a price.
If it is what it is, yeah.
Especially if you're trying to compete in the West. Because not like people said, you got Stafford. You got two teams who in the last 3 years have been to the Super Bowl in your own division.
Damn. Yeah.
Like, you got to compete.
Niners and Rams. Well, Stafford, the Rams probably only got one more good year in them.
I would say the same thing with the Niners.
Well, they should be ascended with Trey Lance. You know, top 3 arm in the league.
Let's move on.
We got a super chat.
Read the super chat.
A super chat on that one. Hey, appreciate the super chat, love, man. If y'all got something, hit us with it. We appreciate it. Tavares6, what up, Tavares? Tavares said, Kyler only played 3 seasons, which makes him look crazier. He's trying to force a contract early.
He should wait because he can get more money.
Well, I think, look, they were also saying, like, the injury concerns.
Yeah.
He's a smaller guy, and also it's like, you want to get your first big. You want to get
your money fast.
When it's your first chance at the bite out, you're going to take a big bite.
Because he only getting like $5 million next year. He's being paid $5 million next year. So you're trying to accelerate.
That's a big ass payday.
Yeah, you're trying to accelerate that. You're trying to get paid. It's hard to live off $5 million. So, man, hey, bro, I understand, bro.